Well, it doesn't stop here. Going to spray some beans today. A decent wind to carry a little bit. Kind of drift a little, but just get the tank filled up. It never stops, but this is what you got to do to have good clean pots, or at least clean enough for what you're doing. It doesn't take much though. You just kind of got to keep after this stuff. And about time to transition the cameras out, get the scrapes going a little bit more, get all my limbs cut. We'll be right into season before we know it. June 28th here, got the ATV loaded up with some spray. Got a decent breeze. Actually on a new bean plot here that I knew was going to be grassy, but we're kind of setting this up for some clover. So I wanted to go beans that I could go Roundup ready. There's a ton of them in here, but a lot of grass. I actually jumped a really good buck, not too far. He was just right on the edge of it. So they've been hitting it. The turkey's been hitting it, but I've also got some garlon loaded up for some different invasives I'm going to hit today. But just that part of summer where you think you're caught up, but there's still a ton to do. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I just got to get this, this competition, and once we canopy, we'll be good to go. But these beans are kind of a little bit slower going this year with the weather pattern we had. But got to get her done. Luckily, these plots aren't so big that I can, basically run my wand and kind of go around the edge, and I'm using that wind. I've got a good breeze, and I'm not huge on chemical, but it's a good way to get a good blank slate without tilling a bunch. Well, hitting the remedy and diesel on this trumpet vine. I never knew it was so invasive. It just spreads. Just right up against this bean field. I've kind of got a back entry into this cedar that we're going to have for a late season over these beans, but got a real good spray on it. But this stuff here, man, I thought it was bush honeysuckle at first, but it's got a similar leaf, but it has those distinct trumpets. They're basically an orange trumpet vine. It's a native supposedly, but man, it's spreading all over, climbing trees. Can't be good. So this part can be a little overwhelming on a field edge where I've actually got a little bit of an invasion. I'm trying to get some sunlight through here so I can burn this on different increments. So I'm just hitting it just a little bit here with the remedy pasture guard, basically. Trying to get some sunlight in the ground. Still got some good forbs underneath here, but just got to keep it at bay. This is basically some stuff that's going to be a problem if I don't get with it. What's crazy is this is black locust. We planted it as part of the CRP program, and so the odd thing is it spreads rapidly, but it's more of an understory, so I'm going to try to manage it. But hopefully some of the bigger oaks and stuff that I'm not trying to target here, will take over and it'll remain understory. But it's out on the edge of grassland where it seems to really kind of take over, even in spots where I did TSI. I just don't like it. It's just any monoculture going to get it. So this section here, you can kind of see it's going to be switchgrass, but it's soybeans right now. So I got to be careful here. I got a lot of nice looking clover. Needs to be clipped actually, but the far half here actually has soybeans as well. So I'm going to spray all of that. But this is where I got to be a little bit careful. I got a pretty good wind to do, so I'm just going to stay on the ATV here on the outer. And man, there's a lot of browse. Man, there's deer going crazy. So it's good to see. I'm seeing a lot of stuff browsed, and man, just tons of forage, and hoping to keep that kind of going through the fall with all the woody browse. So should be a great year. That's the beauty about doing these in kind of smaller strips. I don't have to really get out the weeds where I can do this and kind of be selective. Besides, a lot of weeds, may pull from it. But as long as we get good soybeans, I'm not worried about the weeds here and there. This half looks incredible. I just got to get some of these grasses out, but it's always nice when a plan comes together, and this is going to be a lot of good winter food. That's what we've always been lacking. So this plus the other plot I just sprayed. Boy, there's some really good looking beans in here. Hobby farmer, that's always fun. You don't have to have the best equipment in the world. This was done fairly easily.